Okay, ladies, let's have a talk. All right. So I am utterly disgusted by this video that has gone viral by now. If you guys haven't seen it, let me tell you about it. This young lady who completely humiliated this young man because he took her to the Cheesecake Factory, okay? So I'm about to get in I'm about to get on women because you all need a serious reality check, especially women that are dating, about couth, about how you carry yourselves, about your expectations, about what you think you're worth. So let's just get into it. So this young lady, mind you, side note, she had purple lipstick on, looked a mess, was absolutely 40 to 50 pounds overweight. And I'm not shading anybody who's overweight. I'm setting the scene for you. Talking about you gonna take me to the Cheesecake Factory. So she gets in the car. She obviously met this guy. You know, who knows, online dating. I don't know if it was a blind date, whatever. She met this guy, and he obviously picked her up for the date and is taking her to dinner. I'm going to assume that she did not know where she was going to dinner prior to getting there. They arrive at the Cheesecake Factory, okay? This young man, who is clearly a gentleman, gets out of the car and says, I want to open the door for you. Comes around to her side, and while he's walking to the side of the car where her door is at, she starts videotaping herself and saying, this man got me at the Cheesecake Factory, right? She's taping herself saying this, and I don't believe that this was a skit. I think this is actually a real live situation that happened. You know, a lot of people are trying to get clout doing stupid skits and stuff like that. I don't think that's what this was, and I say that based on the gentleman's reaction. She starts videotaping herself saying, I'm not getting out the car. He was not. Let me just say this. A lot of men don't get out the car to even open the door for you. So you can already see the type of gentleman that he is to get out and open the door for you, okay? So she refuses to get out of the car. He's like, well, are you not going to get out? She's like, no. He's like, why? And she's taping, right? And she's like, I'm not getting out because you got at the Cheesecake Factory. You see what I look like? You gonna take me to a chain restaurant? And so he's like, well, do you think we should talk about it? Still being respectful, still being nice. And she's like, yeah, I want you to get in the car because we're gonna talk about this. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Number one, right? Let me just say, I am a woman who I love nice, fine dining, all of that. Me and my man, we go to all the nice restaurants. I love Mastro's. That's my favorite restaurant, whatever, right? However, I don't think that I'm too good to go to Cheesecake Factory. And there's nothing wrong with the Cheesecake Factory. And why do you feel like you're above going to the Cheesecake Factory? Because it's a chain restaurant, he can't take you there on a first date? Maybe that was what was in his price range. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you could easily go to Cheesecake Factory and drop one or two, bills, 100, whatever. It's not like everything there is cheap. Why do you feel like you are owed more than the Cheesecake Factory? A lot of guys aren't even taking women on dinner dates anymore. A lot of guys want to meet you for coffee to just see, to make sure that they like you first. Let's go for a walk. Let's get ice cream. He took you to the Cheesecake Factory and is opening the door and being kind and generous and being a gentleman to you, and you talking about you're not going to get out of the car? Who do you think you are? And you not fly like that. You look overweight. You look like you really need to be trying to find a gym instead of worrying about food. And I'm not trying to fat shame or overweight shame, but I'm just saying put your priorities in order. Like, stop focusing on food, and you need to be finding a Planet Fitness, okay? For you to totally humiliate that young man like that is unacceptable. And let me just say this. A lot of women are like this. I know some women like this. that feel like they're too good for the Cheesecake Factory. Let me tell you something. If I'm chilling with my man, let's order some Cheesecake Factories. I mean, it's nothing wrong with that. Like, I don't know what's going on with you women where y'all think y'all too good for the Cheesecake Factory and TGI Fridays and all that. You're not. You're not. Just because you go, a man take you this place or you go to this place, that doesn't mean you can afford whatever. Like, who cares? We got to stop this silliness. He was a gentleman, and you treated him like that and put him on. You clearly posted it somewhere. Like, you sent it to either your friends and they sent it to the shade room or whatever, or you sent it to them. Like, that reached viral status because you sent that. Why would you videotape him like that? I think there's one thing to have these silly views, and then there's another thing to totally humiliate this man and put him on tape when he was being kind and being a gentleman to you. And I'm gonna tell you right now, ladies, this is why these men ain't fooling with you. Like, this is exactly why. If I was a man, I'm gonna tell you right now, I would not court. It would have to be a special woman for me to court because of this kind of stuff. Because, and the reason why I'm really talking about this is because women like you make it bad for good women like me or the next woman. Like, it's the audacity for me. It is the absolute audacity for you. And like I said, I'm less mad about the way that you're thinking, because the way you're thinking is ridiculous. I'm mad about the way you're going about it and videotaping him. It's not okay. It's not. He was nothing but nice to you. He picked you up and took you somewhere, opening doors and stuff like that. Like, that's major. That kind of stuff is major. That's the kind of stuff that we should be concerned about. Less concerned about, like, where. It's not like he took you to Chipotle. Now, if he took you to McDonald's or Chipotle, it's like, all right, come on. You know what I'm saying? Like, what we doing? You know, like I'm still not advocating for the videotaping and blasting him. It's not okay. Now, if you felt like you want to text on the side with your girls and like, man, why this dude took me to Chipotle or whatever, that's one thing. But like, for you to put him on blast, like, I pray that this man finds a woman that's gonna treat him right, because that is not cool. And you, my dear, you did more damage to yourself because your face is out there. You don't think that the men that are, in your orbit or in your world are not going to see this and now be like, well, like, dudes are looking at this kind of stuff. Men don't like this kind of stuff. Dating's already hard enough. You know what I mean? Like, dating is not, it's hard for men and women, because I'm going to tell you something. People are trash in general. Like, people are trash. It's hard to find someone that, number one, you find attractive. So you get past it's like, okay, he's fine, he's cute. Then you start getting to the substance. Okay, like, is the chemistry there? Because someone can be fine, but you don't connect. So you're attracted to him. That's number one. Then, okay, do we have chemistry? That's number two. Because most people you meet, you're not gonna have chemistry with. So he's fine and you have chemistry. Okay, then we start peeling back the layers. Okay, how does he treat people? How are his finances as far as, is he financially responsible? Is he kind? Is he smart? Is he funny? Like, whatever your thing is that you like about people, you know what I'm saying? Like, once you really get into it, and again, this is not just for women, this is men and women. The fish in the sea dwindles dramatically because people are just not, the grass is not greener. It's really, really not. And I tell people that all the time. One of my really good male friends, I just had this conversation with him. He's a really good looking guy, you know what I'm saying? And he thinks he can get any woman he wants. And it's like, okay, you can, but like, when you get past the she's cute, is she going to really stimulate you? Are y'all going to connect? And I'm telling you, that connection is major, because I cannot tell you when I was dating how many guys I would meet that I'm attracted to. But when you start talking to them, you're like, oh my God, get me out of here. You know what I'm saying? So we really have to, change our views on dating and love. And we got to start respecting people. I was disgusted by this woman. And I think that when women behave this way, you make it hard for the next one. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, men were talking about this in the group chat. Men all over the country, all over the world, they probably like, see, you see this? This is exactly why I don't take these hoes out. You know these conversations were happening. So, you know what I'm saying? That's why you make it hard for everyone. And not only that, you thought you were being cute. You're the one looks crazy. And of course, there's some women that's gonna be like, yes, sis, we not going to Cheesecake Factory. Okay. That's fine. You don't have to go to Cheesecake Factory. She could have felt the way about Cheesecake Factory, but at the end of the day, she did not have to handle it that way. We should not know about this story. We should not. You thought you were being cute. You probably posted it on your Instagram or sent it to someone who you obviously can't trust, and then they put you out there. And now look, people are frying you in these comments because you're not even fine like that. I'm not saying that being fine should justify or allow you to treat someone badly, but if you're gonna say, look at this, give us something to look at. Okay, you know what I'm saying? You're not. I mean, you was alright. You were cool. You wasn't fine. You would have been just fine at the Cheesecake Factory. Okay. Matter of fact, I think I'm gonna order me some Cheesecake Factory from DoorDash. So yeah, I just wanted to just talk to y'all because I cannot believe the audacity of some of these ladies. And I'm not saying men don't have their issues too. We, both sexes, we have, issues. Sometimes we bump heads. We don't meet eye to eye on different things. I think sometimes we want certain things and maybe they want others. But I would say I'm with the fellas on this. I wouldn't be taking these girls out. I would not be spending money on unappreciative women like that. It would have to be a certain type of woman for me to take out. If this is the way women are acting and their mentality, you know what I'm saying? A woman who thinks like that, what can she offer? How can she comfort you? What kind of peace is she bringing to your life? Like, that old girl is a menace. I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't even know her, but based on that, she's trash. So he dodged a bullet. That's it. So yeah, anyway, I had to vent to y'all and talk to y'all about that. What do you guys think? Drop down in my comments. Let me know. Did you see the video? If you go today, it's all over Baller Alert and Shade Room. And, take a look at it. She is just abysmal the way she put that man on blast. So tell me what you guys think, all right? Like, subscribe, share, and then I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye-bye.